You've probably looked at a weather radar before and been able to see where there's rain falling near your area, but did you know that there's a lot more information that those radars can give us than just that? I'm your Campus Connect meteorologist, Mark Komodo, and I'll show you exactly what we use to be able to give you the best and most accurate weather information possible. Come on. So this is probably what you're used to seeing on your weather app or on any given day on TV. This is what we call reflectivity that shows you rainfall intensity and location. But what you probably haven't seen behind the scenes is the information palette that we as meteorologists use to toggle through the different radar products and information. We have this big menu of different radar products. I point out some of them in just a minute, as well as some of our views we can use to zoom in on a specific area within northeastern Mississippi. And we have even more products on this side that we can pick from, all coming from our local weather radar based on the Columbus Air Force Base, but we can also change it up for Memphis or Little Rock or wherever we need to go into that we can get the best possible radar information. So if I wanted to get a closer look on into Starkville, I could hit that button and see that we have that small rain cell out towards Walmart on the west side of Starkville right now, or I can manually scroll on the map, toggle around for where I want to look, and then to get back out to all of northeastern Mississippi, I would just hit that button as well. So some of the other products we can use on our radar besides just the rainfall include velocity. These show the wind speeds as they move toward or away the weather radar. Those green colors are for winds moving toward the radar, red ones for away from the radar, and a little bit more helpful for that in a severe weather situation is the storm relative velocity. This takes those winds and then subtracts them out from the storm motion. What we look for in the velocity is areas where you have green and red very close to each other. This usually indicates an area of rotation where there's possibly a tornado on the ground. Another product that we use when looking at potential tornado situations is called the correlation coefficient, or what we refer to on air as the debris detector. And it takes the information from multiple radar scans as it hits the different particles in the air, like raindrops or insects or what have you, and then it tells us how much the rotation of those particles changes between each scan. So generally when you're just dealing with rainfall, you'll have these bright pink colors. As you get closer to the radar site, it can look a little bit messy as things like insects get in the way of the radar scan. But what we're generally looking for in a tornado situation would be like just a little hole of very different colors on the map, like even those greens or blues, and that shows us that there is something in the air that shouldn't be there, usually debris that gets lofted up off the ground in a tornado situation. Something a little bit similar to the debris detector is called differential reflectivity, and this just tells us what the orientation of the particles in the air are at a given scan, whether they're more horizontal, like large raindrops or hail, or if they're possibly more vertical, like ice crystals. And generally, when you just have standard rainfall or drizzle, it'll be at a value closer to 0. That's more of those gray colors that you're seeing versus the larger raindrops that get closer to those yellows and reds that you're seeing on the radar. We can also see the alert polygons that are issued by the local National Weather Service offices to get more information on what's going on. Like, for example, there's currently a special weather statement issued for the northern parts of Lamar County going on right now. And another really cool feature, if we wanted to get a close-in look on one specific system, we could zoom in on that storm cell. So we'll take this one that's north of Hamilton right now. And if we want to see the vertical extent of the storm, like how high the storm clouds are or where all that rainfall or hail is going on, we can take a look at our 3D radar feature and tilt it so that we can see exactly where we have the strongest rainfall or hail or how high those storms are in the atmosphere. And that's just a quick look at some of the radar products that we as meteorologists use to tell you the most accurate information about what's going on in the atmosphere. So the next time you've got a severe weather situation going on near your place and you're watching the weather on television, you'll be able to know exactly what to look out for so that you can stay prepared.